Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news, this time for the week ending the 7th of April. And we're going to be looking at this week's newsletter, the 3.5.0p patch, and the updates to the Persistent Universe roadmap for 2019, because there's been a good few. This week's newsletter had the sort of like primer of Alpha 3.5 includes a new planet, retooled flight experience, deeper character customization, and other big improvements, which means there are ample places for bugs to hide. That's where you come in. We've opened up the PTU to all backers and need your help squashing those last remaining bugs and getting the patch live. So get into the PTU, check out the new features, report any issues you find, and help us fight the good fight. And that's where we are at the moment. We're waiting for 3.5 live, but we have 3.5.0p available to everyone on the PTU. I'll put links down below if you're wondering how to get onto the PTU if you've got a Star Citizen account and package already. The P patch, so 3.5.0p, I'll go over the patch notes here because the patch contained a tiny amount of updates. Updated derelict mission rewards, updated rewards and tweaked some requirements for Commonwealth missions. Players should no longer be able to enter multiple habs. They fixed several bugs for missing outposts on Lyria. Mission failure for failing to deliver the black box should now properly cause the mission to end. The interdiction alarm should no longer play continuously after being interdicted. Servers should no longer occasionally stall and stop updating, resulting in frozen elevators, mission update delays, and frozen trams. That is a massive change and fix. Basically, they fixed an issue where the box for the steel mission wouldn't spawn after destroying the target ship. Waller should now be rotating. They fixed some floating rooftops around Area 18. NPCs at Lorville and Levski should once again be moving about, and they fixed a noticeable gap between the L19 elevators and the rooms in Lorville. They also made 4 server crashes disappear and 3 client crashes. The sneak peek this week is of the Apocalypse Arms Animus FPS missile launcher, currently pegged for Alpha 3.6. I'm actually very much looking forward to a handheld missile launcher in the game. I think it should be pretty cool. So some official news from this week. There was no ATV. ATV should return on the 25th of April, I believe. Basically, with Around the Verse, they're having a 3-week break after each major patch is supposed to come out. So April the 25th is when I expect that to return. RTV Reverse the Verse this week looked at DNA facial customization in game. We are going to be able to have aged skin as an option for our characters in the future. They are waiting on new tech for helmets and hair to work well together. Long hair in the short term will be given sort of like a cap over it to make it believable when it's in the helmet. We will see additional features for the system, a history and undo function, and the ability to save presets of characters that we've got. And again, when your character dies, when they have the sort of like full persistence and your character's life is meaningful, you will be able to sort of like have that preset saved so you can use that character again or use a similar looking character. They can add facial features entirely separately to full heads in the DNA system. They don't actually have to add a full head. They can just add a nose or eyebrows or whatever. We will be seeing more options for like eye color, heads, hair color, beards, and lots of other customization in the future. They are still considering scars, various faceware and masks, and items for characters too. The Drake Corsair Q&A came out, but it didn't give us much more tangible information. I'll link my full ship buyer's guide down below. I believe that concept sale will end on the 22nd of April. They've re-released the Squadron 42 monthly newsletter, or update, on the RSI website, and this month's RSI subscribership to use is the Arrow, which everyone will get for free if you're an RSI subscriber, to test throughout this month. Persistent Universe roadmap updates. So there's been a lot of changes and updates to the roadmap with bits getting moved around. With 3.5, asynchronous disconnection refactor has moved to 3.6. So this is a refactor that solves multiple issues and bugs through code efficiency. Basically, the idea here is to clear up loads and loads of bugs and problems with the Persistent Universe, infinite loading screens, server crashes, client crashes, that sort of stuff, and helps the framework so that they don't have these issues in the future as well. 3.6 has seen hover mode added. Hover mode will vastly improve the behavior of ships flying at low speeds in gravity and atmosphere. Players will be able to manually control the state of their VTOL thrusters as ships enter a special mode in which players may focus on balancing the ship as it hovers. This will make hovering more realistic and add depth to atmospheric flight gameplay. Bounty mission NPC behavior improvements have been moved from 3.6 to 3.7. Shield technology replacement has been brought forward from 3.7 to 3.6. This is the updates for shield tech to sort of like be closer to the and hug the ship more appropriately using signed distance field tech. 3.7 has seen some features slip though. Cockpit experience improvements. So this is improvements to the player cockpit experience, including new visual and audio effects, and ship-to-station docking have both been moved to 3.8. Server-to-client actor networking has moved to 3.9 from 3.7. This is networking improvements to better communicate player actions from the server to the client. With 3.8, cargo space stations and their unoccupied versions have been moved to 3.9. Refinery space station and their unoccupied versions have been removed from the roadmap and possibly merged into stations with 3.9. Seated item handling has also been pushed to 3.9 as well, and that's the ability for seated passengers to use small arms. We have a redefined feature, dynamic mission system, economy generated missions. So the dynamic mission system allows for missions featuring specific locations, rewards, and other parameters to be then dynamically dictated based upon guidance from the back-end simulation and player actions, which in turn enables a more systemic universe. It is called a Star Citizen, and this is going to be the economy-generated V1 missions from that. So we'll start to see lots of modules coming together, lots of missions that we don't really know what the middle and ends and encounters are on the way are going to be. They might all be a bit different, even if they're very similarly written missions. When you take them, you'll be like, oh, this is a get a box mission, but they might have like hundreds of thousands of variants of that eventually. Alpha 3.9 was also added to the roadmap for March 2019. I'll link the dedicated video with its additions down below, as it's a whole new pack. I'm not sure why I'm singing. Squadron 42 roadmap updates. It's very brief. A lot of it is obviously stuff that's also going to be in the persistent universe. There have been a few features slipping into Q2 of this year for episode 1. The advocacy branded version of the Basilisk body armor, the naval gunner outfit, AI spline pass v2, which is improvements on the new flight model to allow AI spaceships to request complex commands. Hover mode has also been placed in Q2 for all the needs of Squadron 42. Also, procedural asteroids v2 has reappeared on the Squadron 42 roadmap for Q2 again as well. And finally, for this week, if anyone can make it to Manchester on the 27th of April, then it is worth coming down to BritisonCon. I will put a link down below. It's a big Star Citizen fanfest attended by various Cloud Imperium devs, as well as content creators and a load of Star Citizen fans. I shall be there, and I'm very much looking forward to it. There's typically panels going on with the Cloud Imperium devs and a load of cool stuff happening throughout the day. It's a celebration of Star Citizen, but also some cool new things normally show up there. Every month we have a giveaway for a Star Citizen ship. For April 2019, we are giving away a Drake Corsair with lifetime insurance. It's the new concept ship focused on exploration, and the loaner for that ship is currently the Constellation Aquila and the Buccaneer. To be in for a chance of winning, be subscribed to my channel and comment on any video that I put out during April. Full details in the description below. Need a PC or upgrade to play Star Citizen? Consider Shadow. Shadow is a cloud-based subscription alternative to a gaming PC, and it works with Star Citizen Alpha 3.5 better than it ever has. It leverages the power of the internet to give you a Windows 10 gaming environment potentially anywhere. Check out the links below or go to shadow.tech for more information. Use the code BoredGamer to receive a discount on your subscription if you do decide to try it. I'm not sponsored or paid by Cloud Imperium in any way. This is a Star Citizen news and fan channel that is supported by you, the community. Patrons, donations, subscriber stars, YouTube members, that little join button underneath my videos, all help support the channel and allow me to create regular video content, maintain a website, upload podcasts, and more. If you wish to go that extra mile, it is amazingly helpful. There is occasional exclusive content for those that do as well.